Jim Herbal
Didn't you have one of these?
with a reading.
I did,
The
but I think
Ragged
it's over
Old
there.
Flag.
Thanks, somebody
Thought that
check
would go well after the song about the night riders.
Is this thing working? Hey.
Yeah, it
how
is.
about that?
God damn it.
I'm getting
I got notified about 2 months ago that the gentleman that was going to make this presentation was not going to be able to be here this evening. It seems that he was notified by his doctor that he shouldn't make any plans past the 1st of March. And we actually stopped by and visited the gentleman last Tuesday, and he came out and actually hit a golf ball. Now, I don't know whether he was out in the backyard by permission or he had escaped. We stopped by this morning and he didn't come out, so we don't know what the situation is. But this is basically a tribute to Colonel Ed Knoll, U.S. Marine Corps.
Aww.
Yeah, it is.
We ready?
Yeah.
Okay. We got a little company here. We're not quite sure how this is going to work. All right. Johnny Cash, the Ragged Old Flag. I walked through a county courthouse square, and on a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "Nah, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole has leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you have hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" And I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware. And it got a powder burn the night Francis Scott Key sat watching it, writing, 'Say, can you see?' It got a bad rip in New Orleans, with Packenham and Jackson tugging at its seams. It almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on through. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. She got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg. And the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. And wouldn't you know, that ragged old flag sacked Jim Crow. So a civil war bitterly fought results in equity by fiat. And then, on Flanders Field in World War I, it got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea and Vietnam. She went where she was sent by Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships over the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving her here at home. In her own good land, here, she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare and wearing thin. But she's in good shape for the shape she's in. Because she's been through these fires before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more.
Right.
Then on 9/11, she was covered in gray dust. 3,000 went to heaven to satisfy Alquid's lust.
Mm.
So we united over that pile of slag, where oh the ashes flew the ragged flag. So we raise her up every morning, we take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.